Alright, can you guys hear me? For people in the chat, just let me know if you guys can hear me. I haven't gone live on YouTube in a while, so it's going to be a little bit weird getting used to it again. Alright, you guys can hear me. Alright. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright. Alright. Welcome to the stream, guys. And I haven't done a stream on YouTube in a while, so this will be a little bit weird for me because I think the last stream that I did was on Werewolf by Night, I want to say. But yeah, I mean, I was gonna do a spoiler talk for Black Adam, but I completely forgot, and then I realized that movie's not so big to the point where it's like worthy enough to have a spoiler talk, in my opinion. But yeah, like I don't think I haven't gone live on YouTube in a month and a half maybe, but it's good to be back with the lives and stuff now. This one is only going to be about an hour. I think I'll end it at like 7:30 because, you know, I'm trying to keep it like a long live stream, but I'm not trying to keep it like so long, like 2 hours, like how I had like my Thor Love and Thunder one was like 2 hours. But like, yeah, like this one's going to be pretty short. So, yeah, I mean, Black Panther Wakanda Forever released this weekend. And as of right now, I've seen it twice. I'm going to see it again next weekend. I don't think I'm seeing it anytime before that, but I'm going to be seeing it next weekend. But yeah, I mean, I posted my spoiler review and my spoiler-free review on my channel. So if you guys haven't seen those, that's fine. You can just stay in the live stream, and I will be talking about my initial thoughts on the film and everything in this stream. And I'll be talking about like the post-credit scene. I'll be talking about everything. The villain. I'll be talking about Namor more. I'll be talking about more Namor. I'll just be talking about some of the stuff that I really loved about this film. And yeah. So getting into it, I gotta say, this was a really, really good movie. This is definitely, like, I had a big feeling going into this that this was going to be the best Marvel thing of the year. And I was right because there isn't really that much of a competition, honestly. Because this year I just feel like Marvel's been more has had more like not so great projects than it has good projects. Like they've had a few really good ones like Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night, about half of Miss Marvel, and not Thor: Love and Thunder, like 2 episodes of She-Hulk. The I Am Groot stuff was fun, but like it wasn't like something like crazy. But yeah, then like I feel like this year Marvel for me has had more misses than wins. But I mean, that's gonna happen sometimes, and I've been very distracted by the fact that Marvel's had more losses than wins this year with like DC because I just finished Superman Lois. And by the way, with Superman Lois, I know I said I was gonna do season two starting today, but I wanted to take a break, so because I don't want to immediately jump into season two. So season two is going to be something that I start next week. And yeah, I just want to tell you guys that while we're on the topic of like movie superhero stuff this year. But yeah, like I'm not gonna do a ranking of all the superhero projects that have come out this year because we still have one more project. Yeah, we still have one more project coming out this year that's superhero-ish, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. So I'm gonna be waiting to do like my official like rankings and stuff. But as of right now, Wakanda Forever is either my third. I know in my ranking video that I posted, which did very well. Um, I know I put it at number three for like best for my favorite Phase 4 project, but I honestly may be at number two. I mean, I know that Loki, No Way Home, and Wakanda Forever are all in my top three. It's just difficult for me to find the placement for them. I mean, I may even have to move No Way Home around because I mean, just Wakanda Forever was amazing. I thought. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The movie's really good. It's a very good movie. Yeah, I was very happy with how this movie turned out because it's just like this movie was really good because I loved almost everything. I think the only issue that I personally would have with this movie is the fact that it's like, hold on, I think that's fine. All right, that's good. Yeah, like this film, I just felt like it had a lot of the things I saw about this film was that it was just really good. I mean, like I loved everything about it. I think the only issue that I had with the film was that like the pacing felt a little bit off at some points, but even that is just like a whatever issue because I can get over that really quickly. I can get over that quickly because there's just so much to love about this film. Like, yeah, the movie's really good. It's a great tribute to Chadwick Boseman, while also still telling an amazing story with it too. And yeah, I mean, definitely. I'm still trying to debate right now, like what the best superhero project of the year is because right now it's between the Batman and Wakanda Forever. And honestly, I've actually been debating Wakanda Forever being the best superhero thing of the year, but I don't know. I still have to decide. I may make a video on that officially making my decision like tomorrow or something. But yeah, this movie. I mean, I went to AMC on Thursday to see the movie, and I got this really cool popcorn bucket. Like it lights up too. It's really cool. I don't know when I'm gonna use this. I mean, I think I'm watching Guardians of the Galaxy 2 later just for the heck of it. So maybe I'll use it for that. I'm not sure, but I doubt it. But yeah, like this film was very good. One of my favorite. Like I feel like literally every single person that was involved with this movie did an amazing job. Like from the actors to I mean even like the soundtrack like with Rihanna's music and stuff like literally everything literally everything about this film was like great. Like everybody did a great job and stuff. Like yeah, like did you guys have you guys seen if you guys I mean obviously you guys must have seen Wakanda Forever if you're in this spoiler talk, but because I'm gonna be getting into spoilers in like 2 minutes. But yeah, like how did you guys did you guys like Wakanda Forever? Like what would you rate it from 1 to 10? Because for me personally, I'd give it about a 9 or even 10. I'd go as far to say I'd give it a 10 out of 10. So I would go as far as to say I'd give it a 10. But I'm not sure. I want to know what you guys think. Like, did you like the film? Uh, what were the things you didn't like, if there are any? Because for me personally, there's very few things that I didn't like. Like, maybe there's literally only like one or two things that I disliked about this film. But I want to know, like, what would you guys rank it from 1 to 10? Where would you rank it on the on your Phase 4 list? And just how'd you feel about the film overall? Because I'm gonna be getting into big spoilers in like 2 minutes, so that's just so you guys know. Because there's a lot of spoilery stuff that I want to talk about. So, like, I'd be curious to know how you guys rank all the Phase 4 films too. Like, from comparing to like Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, No Way Home, Doctor Strange, and Thor, and now Wakanda Forever. Like I'm like very curious to see like how you guys rank this stuff and just like how much like you enjoyed the film overall. Cause honestly, I love this film a lot. I honestly really love this film, and it was just really great. Yeah. I'm very excited to see it again. Like, I feel like this movie had one of the best endings to a Marvel movie ever. Like, the ending to this film, not the post credit scene, but the actual ending to this film was amazing. It was one of, if not the most emotional ending to a Marvel film, and but it was also like just a great ending to the movie. Because now I'm gonna be getting into spoiler territory. Like, at the beginning of the movie, they first start out with like them saying T'Challa has an illness and stuff, and then once like they say that he passes away and stuff, when they play the Marvel title screen, it's the Chadwick Boseman theme title screen, and then but it's just completely silent, which I really love. I love that they just that's one of the more unique things about this film. There's a lot of unique things, but one of the biggest ones that stood out to me the most was the fact that in the beginning during the Marvel intro, it was just all silent. There was no music, no nothing over it. And then at the end, when Shuri is finally accepting T'Challa's death and they're playing the flashbacks of Chadwick Boseman playing T'Challa over, like, nothing. It's just no music at all. And I thought that that was amazing. Like, the only way that I could describe this film in one word is just beautiful. Like, everything about it was great. Like, the actors did an amazing job. Like, just the soundtrack was amazing. Just almost everything about this film was just amazing, and I loved every second of it. Like, yeah, I mean, every second of this movie was just amazing to me. It was also super cool to see Ironheart. I mean, Ironheart, I kind of prefer her first suit that we saw in the movie over her second one, but we didn't get to see the first one all that much, which was fine. I mean, I loved Ironheart. This movie definitely got me excited to see her series, and it got me hoping that we'll see maybe we'll see Shuri in the Ironheart show. That would be nice, but you never know. It would be nice, but yeah, very excited for the Ironheart show now after this movie. But yeah, like, I loved Shuri's new suit in this movie as well. The new suit was great. Uh, yeah, I mean, just the new suit was really good. Hold on, hold on, guys. I gotta do something really quickly. I'll be back in like 10 seconds. All right, I'm back. Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, this. I don't think I can tell you guys how much I love this film. Like, this movie is really good. And the crowd that I had on Thursday was really, I loved that crowd. Like, there was this one person in the crowd that was very emotional and obviously very, like, attached to Chadwick Boseman because, like, they were, like, crying a lot, like, during the beginning, during the end and stuff. But yeah, like, the audience that I had was great. Everything about the film I just thought was great. And yeah, one of Marvel's best movies, and I thought that they handled everything pretty much perfectly. Like, one of the things that I've been dying to talk about with you guys is Namor, because not only is he one of my favorite Marvel villains, he's just one of my favorite. Yeah, he's one of my favorite Marvel villains. Is all I can really say. He's just a really really good character. I mean, in a way, you don't can't even really consider him a villain. Obviously, spoilers. Obviously, until he kills Queen Ramonda, which I did not think was gonna happen. Like, I mean, after he kills Queen Ramonda, you're kind of like, oh, I don't really side with you anymore, you know. But like, Namor was a great character, and I'm glad that he was kept alive, because I kind of want to see, and we need to see more of him in the MCU. Like, just more of him in Talokan would be great, because all that stuff is amazing. one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when Namor is showing Shuri around Telecon. Mainly because not only does it just look cool, like the soundtrack in that, like the music in that scene is amazing. The soundtrack in this movie is just amazing. I can't tell you guys how much I love it. Like, the soundtrack in this movie is amazing. The acting's amazing. Almost everything's amazing, and I love it. Like, this movie is, I mean, I can guarantee you right now it's probably the best Marvel thing of the year, considering we only have one more Marvel thing left of the year, which is Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. But, I mean, I personally don't think that's gonna top this movie. I think it's gonna go up on my Phase 4 ranking list because it's the Guardians of the Galaxy and it's a Christmas special. Two of my favorite things, but you know, I don't really think that it'll top. I mean, I'm honestly debating right now as we speak, like putting this above Loki and No Way Home and just making it my number one Marvel movie. Like, honestly. Like, not my number one Marvel movie, just, like, my number one Phase 4 movie. Because the only Phase 4 movie that there's only really one Phase 4 movie that I didn't like, and that is definitely Thor. Like, I was very disappointed with Thor Love and Thunder. I personally didn't really like it that much. I mean, over time, I grew to like Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness more. But, like, still. Multiverse of Madness is... It's a great movie, but it's not, like, insanely, like, amazing and stuff, you know? Like, it's not like No Way Home or Shang-Chi or Wakanda Forever level great. It's a good movie. It's entertaining, and there's a lot of stuff to love about Multiverse of Madness. Just, like, I don't know. It doesn't compare to the other ones. Like, I know Eternals, I keep forgetting that Black Widow was in Phase 4. I keep forgetting that movie existed, even though I like that movie more than, like, the average fan. I feel like I mentioned in my Phase 4 ranking, I like that movie more than the average fan, just, like, the villain has a lot of problems, and I'm glad that Taskmaster is probably going to hopefully get redeemed in the Thunderbolts. Hopefully. Speaking of the Thunderbolts, it was really cool to see Val show up in this movie, too. I did not think she was going to show up, honestly. But she was cool. I mean, I know a lot of people don't really like the side storyline that they had with Ross and Val, but I personally didn't really have a problem with it. I thought it was really fun to see them whenever they showed up on screen. I didn't really find myself complaining about that the whole time. I didn't really care for it. I mean, when I say I didn't really care for it, I just didn't really care if it was in the movie or not. It's not like I hate it, not like I love it. It's just a storyline that I enjoy that it's there. But we are going to see Ross again next year in Secret Invasion, which is fun. Maybe we'll see Val in that too. But yeah. Another character that I did not think was going to be in this movie was Killmonger, because I thought that was really surprising when Shuri reinvented the heart-shaped herb, and then she took it, and I mean, I thought it was going to be Queen Ramonda, because, you know, you could see, like, the little, like, bun of hair over the throne and stuff. I thought that was going to be Queen Ramonda, but it clearly wasn't. But that scene was really good. I really loved it. And it wasn't like they forced that cameo either. They didn't even force that cameo. That cameo was just, I mean, it was just there. I mean, it was really good. It fit well with the story. It just fit well with everything. Like, it was really good. But yeah. The Black Panther suit was really good too. It's a really, really great suit. But yeah, getting back to Namor. Namor just deserves a solo movie, honestly. He deserves a solo movie. He deserves a solo movie. He deserves a solo trilogy, in my opinion, too. But, like, yeah. I'm just excited to see him again in the MCU, because he like, of the two times that I saw this film, like, the first time that I saw it, the character performances that stood out to me the most was Shuri and Okoye. But me seeing it again this morning, I thought that Queen Ramonda and Namor were the two performances that stuck out to me the most. But I mean, every single performance was great. Just like those were the four that definitely stuck out to me the most. And Nakia. Nakia was good too. I just wish we got like more of Nakia and M'Baku. That's another thing that I wish we got with this film, because 2 hours and 40 minutes, I feel like they could have fit in a little bit more M'Baku and Nakia. But from what we got, everything was really great. Just I wish we got more with them, and I just found some of like the transitions and like there was some pacing issues, I feel like, with like two or three scenes. But overall, very good movie. Definitely like a 9.5 or 10. 10 out of 10 movie, I'm not sure. But yeah, I thought everything about this film was great. In my opinion, just everything about it was great. And yeah. Let's talk about the post-credit scene. The post-credit scene, I actually was going to make a video on today, but I completely forgot and I didn't really have time to. So I'll just talk about it in this live stream since I brought it up. So like that post-credit scene was very good. I'll say that. That post-credit scene was very good. It was emotional, but at the same time, it was also really exciting because I forgot that T'Challa had a kid in the comics and stuff. So I was kind of like, oh, that's cool. There was this guy in my theater on Thursday where when in the background you saw Nakia with a kid, he kept like yelling like I knew it and stuff. So I was like, oh wait, who is that? And then it was T'Challa's kid. So that was, and that the fact that they named him Prince T'Challa too was really, really, really cool. I really liked that. So I'm assuming that when Shuri's done being the new Black Panther, they're gonna make him the new Black Panther, which is actually really smart. It's actually a really nice way to like figure that all out by still sort of having it T'Challa in the MCU. Instead of it just being Shuri, and then Shuri dying and like passing it on to like Nakia or something. Oh, and another thing I didn't really like about this movie was the suits for the Midnight Howls or whatever. Hold on, let me find a picture. Like, I just didn't really like that design at all for that suit. Let me find a picture. It like Midnight Angel. Okay. Hold on, I got a picture right here. I'll show you guys. Like this. Like, honestly. Can you guys see that? Yeah, like, you guys know what suit I'm talking about, right? You guys know what suit I'm talking about. Like, the Midnight Angel one just... I don't know. I don't really vibe with that suit that much. To be honest. It's not my favorite. But every other suit in the movie I thought was pretty darn good. The Black Panther suit, Namor's suit, I thought all the suits were pretty good. I liked them. But yeah. I will keep saying this. Overall, I thought the film was pretty amazing, and I'm definitely going to be watching it again when it comes out on Disney Plus, but I'm going to see it next weekend, I think, so that'll be fun. And yeah, the soundtrack was great in this movie as well. Like, the soundtrack was really good. Like, everything was really good about this movie. Like, I think we can officially say that Phase 4 was just about, like, pain and grief and stuff. Like, dealing with that. Like, you had WandaVision. You had Loki. You had Black Widow. I'm not really... I mean, I guess Falcon and Winter Soldier, too. You had No Way Home, which dealt with a lot of that. You had some parts of Moon Knight. You had some parts of Doctor Strange. Thor: Love and Thunder dealt with that too. What else is there? and Black Panther. I'd say that Black Panther and No Way Home are the two standouts when it comes to the pain and grief theme of Phase 4. I'd say that No Way Home and Black Panther stand out the most, and WandaVision. But, yeah, those ones definitely. WandaVision, Wakanda Forever, and No Way Home definitely are the three that stand out the most when it comes to the pain and grief kind of theme of the MCU. Or not on the MCU of Phase 4. But, yeah. Alright. Yeah. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this film, because I can't talk forever about it, so I just want to know, just let me know in the chat, what do you guys think about this film? Do you like it? Did you like it? What do you rate, if you did, what would you rate it out of 10? Just, how would you rate it out of 10? All of that. How would you rate it out of 10? What were your favorite parts? What were your least favorite parts? Just let me know. I'm very curious to hear you guys' thoughts on this. But I guess the question is, do I think it's... But I guess you could say the question is, do I think it's better than the first Black Panther? That I'm still trying to decide on. I don't know. I just feel like... I don't know. This film just has to deal with so much more. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. This film just has to deal with so much more. But it's also just, another really good Black Panther movie. I loved the fights in this movie, too. The only thing I can really compare the fights to are, the bridge fight and the final fight with Black Panther and Namor. I feel like I could say that it kind of reminds me of Captain America Civil War, but if they were using, Wakanda, tech and weapons and stuff. But, Captain America the Winter Soldier action, just Wakanda all over it. And now that there's rumors of there being a Wakanda series on Disney Plus, it gets me very excited for what we seeing more of Wakanda. Especially, but the only thing that doesn't really get me that excited is that the series may be just about the Midnight Angels, and I mean I like the Midnight Angels from when we saw them in Wakanda Forever. Just they need to change the suits, because just like Okoye in the movie, I don't vibe with the suits at all. Was T'Challa's Chadwick Boseman Black Panther a deadbeat dad? What do you mean? I have no idea what you mean. Was he a bad dad or something? I'm not sure. Was he a bad dad? Is that what you're trying to say? But, yeah, I mean, Black Panther, this is definitely 9.5 out of 10 movie, 100%. But speaking of that post-credit scene was really good. I think I'm going to make a separate video about that either tomorrow or later or something, but it was a very good post-credit scene. It had emotion in it, and it was just great. He had a son in Haiti. Yeah, I know that, but he never supported. Well, I mean, what I'm trying to understand is that the kid may be 6 years old, so they may have had the kid before the blip. So there really wouldn't be a way for him to support him if he was blipped for 5 years and then died of a disease, but I'm not sure. I mean, if the kid is the kid looks 5, 6 years old, So I can only assume that they had the kid like maybe a year or like literally right before the snap when T'Challa got dusted. Yeah, she probably did raise the kid all by herself because T'Challa was blipped, so she had to raise him for during those 5 years, so it would make sense. But just yeah, then well actually he may be like 7 because I keep forgetting that there was a 1 year time jump in this movie too, so maybe during that time or like yeah, maybe like I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like maybe like how like they said that T'Challa prepared them for his death. I'm not sure like what they mean by that, honestly. Like I'm trying to figure out how that could be possible and how because right now my thought is just going to like they had the kid right before the blip. Did T'Challa die of COVID? I don't. Well, it was a illness. They said like it was an illness or a disease in the movie, which was very close to how he actually died. I feel like. But no, I don't. I mean, that's kind of like a weird question. I don't. I don't think he did. No, I think it was just an illness, and that I think is a very smart way of killing him off because you could always make up the excuse that when he got blipped back, he got like a disease from like whatever could have happened. Like the him being snapped back into our world could back into Earth and stuff could have caused him to get a disease. Uh, like something like that is what I feel like they could go with if they ever like want an explanation of how he got the disease. But I don't think anybody will care about how he got the disease. So because people get diseases all the time. But yeah, I'm very excited to see more Black Panther because I think one of the really unique and just smart parts of this movie is the fact that at the end they kind of fake you out on 3 parts where it's like where when Shuri says that she can't go to Chicago with Ironheart, she says she has to take care of some stuff. It cuts to 3 different things. It cuts to where you become king or queen of the throne, you fight and stuff, but then it's M'Baku, which I think is pretty smart because I think that having M'Baku be the king of Wakanda and Shuri being the Black Panther, like having those 2 things both be separate, is pretty cool. And it's pretty unique too. I kind of like that a lot, especially because M'Baku is like one of the really good characters in Wakanda. Uh, and then like it cuts to uh, General Ross or just Ross. I call him Ross, and like it cuts to him, and maybe you think, oh, maybe Shuri's saving him, but then it's Okoye in that bad suit that I do not like. And then it cuts to where Shuri actually is in Haiti, going to burn that thing, and then they give us one of the best endings to a Marvel movie ever. Was Black Panther Wakanda Forever a prequel to Avatar with the blue aliens? No, Avatar is not connected to Black Panther at all. I kind of get like how you could be a little bit confused by that because the Telokian, is it right? That's how you say it. Those people were blue, but no. Yeah, no. But there are some similarities to that, I guess you could see in this movie. Because when we first get introduced to them, like Atuma and Atuma and Namora and stuff, like when we first get introduced to all of them and stuff, it's like played out kind of like a horror movie, and I really like that. Like it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, I haven't heard anything, but I just want to hear from you guys. Like, what did you think of this movie? Rated out of 10. Where do you rank it on your Phase 4 list? Just let me know. Because I'm very, very curious to see what everybody thought of this film. Well, at least, like, what fans of the channel thought of this film. I know what people, like, online thought about it, but Guys, yeah, like guys, like I have to give credit to the fighting in this film too. Like the final battle of this movie, like with Namor and Black Panther, was really good because I thought that it was really creative how like they figured out how to like weaken Namor, the fact that he absorbs like he absorbs the water and stuff into his skin to make him more powerful. But if you drain all that water and dry him out and stuff, then he'll become less powerful and more like able to defeat, I guess. Which I thought was really cool. It was good, but we have to wait 2 hours for the Black Panther to appear. Yeah, I mean that's true, but like it doesn't that doesn't to me at least that doesn't really take away from the movie because I thought that like the Black Panther suit was amazing and the introduction to the Black Panther suit was really good, but everything before that was really fun. Like it had like everything before that is just great. It's emotional. There's a lot of action. Namor, Riri Williams, all that stuff. Like a lot of stuff happens before we actually get to the Black Panther suit, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah. But still, like this movie was extremely like I'm surprised yet I'm not that surprised that this movie was as good as I'm saying it is. Like I I'm surprised that I think it's this good, but I'm also not because I had high hopes going into this movie and those high hopes were immediately blown away in my opinion. Like yeah. You wish that Black Panther's mom wore the suit and then died? Oh, you're saying like you wish that she put on the suit and died or I mean, I mean, I don't really think she went out lame way because she was saving Riri Williams, but yeah, I mean, just the lines that Namor had in that scene too, like when Shuri comes in the room and Namor points to her and says that you're the queen now that's like a really good line because it's scary because he's like you're the queen now because he knows that he just killed her. And I personally didn't think that Queen Ramonda would die either. Like that was a theory that I had that I actually made a video on that people have been commenting on that video saying that I was correct. And which obviously I know that now, but like yeah. Yeah, like I didn't think she was gonna die because I thought every character was safe from dying, but apparently I was wrong because when you think about it, they had to put 3 movies worth of like character development into a 2 hour and 40 minute movie with Shuri because we all know that she would have eventually became the Black Panther over like the T'Challa's Black Panther trilogy and maybe some Avengers films and stuff. And that would have been like perfect character development. But they had they had to struggle to like cram all that into a 2 hour and 40 minute movie, and I think they did that pretty well. Like I thought they handled it pretty well. I have maybe have like one issue with how they pace Shuri's character development, but I don't have it's not like that bad of an issue because like I find it very impressive that they made not only a great tribute to Chadwick Boseman and a great movie, but just they found a great way to squeeze in like 5 or 6 or like 4 or 5 movies worth of character development into a 2 hour and 40 minute movie. Like I personally feel like Shuri and Peter Parker had like some of the best. I mean Peter had like 6 movies for his character development to fully go from In No Way Home. But like I think overall in Phase 4, I think that Shuri and Spider Man and Peter have gone through the most. And Wanda, I keep forgetting about Wanda. Wanda, Peter, and Shuri. I think I've gone through the most in all of Phase 4. 100%. There's no doubt. Especially because it's mainly because they have to deal with the aftermath of something. Like Shuri has to deal with the aftermath of her brother dying and her mother dying. And Peter has to deal with the fact that his identity is revealed, everybody knows who he is, and that everybody forgets him now, and that Aunt May died. Um, and Wanda just has to deal with all the trauma that she's went through. But yeah, I mean, Phase 4, I don't know why people are saying it's over, because technically Phase 4 isn't over yet. We still got the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, which I guess James Gunn kind of described as the epilogue to Phase 4, like officially closing everything out. But even if we're just considering Black Panther the end of Phase 4, I thought it was a great way to end Phase 4. But yeah, like I thought the Val was a good character in this movie. Like I was like, oh, is she just gonna be in this one scene? But she was in like an actual like good amount of the movie, which I thought was pretty surprising, I guess you could say. But I mean, I don't know when the next time we'll see her. Like she could, I mean, I actually think that the next like thing that we could see her in is Secret Invasion, because not only will Ross be in that, but it also just seems like a good project that she could appear in. But considering that she's like the head of a government now, I don't know. She's the head of something now. I can only assume that she could show up in that show. If not, then I don't know what other show she could show up in. Ironheart, maybe Ironheart. I don't know. Maybe the Marvels. I'm honestly not sure, but yeah. Very, very. I had a lot of fun with this movie. I had a lot of fun with the movie, yet like it was very sad. You know, like I think I'm seeing the movie. Like I'm seeing the movie one more time in theaters. I'm pretty sure, and then I'm just probably gonna wait till it comes out on Disney Plus. But once it comes out on Disney Plus, I'm watching it. Unlike Thor: Love and Thunder, where I'm not gonna watch it when it comes out on Disney Plus, I'll probably watch this one when it does, because it's a really good movie, and I definitely want to revisit the movie. I definitely am gonna revisit the movie after seeing it like 3 times in the theater. But like, I cannot get over how good Namor was in this movie. He was amazing in this movie. I loved him so much in this. He was so good. Honestly, like top 10 or even top 5 MCU villain for me. I don't know if he's better than Killmonger as a Black Panther villain, but he's still a very, very good villain. Not only is he a really good villain, he's also just an amazing character too. Like he's kind of, I feel like he's not gonna just be I feel like he's not gonna be a villain in a Marvel project like anytime soon. I feel like he'll be more of an anti-hero. I feel like he'll be more of like a just like an yeah, like he'll just be more of like an anti-hero, I feel like. But maybe there'll be a moment where he just kind of like strikes on Wakanda or just on anybody. Cuz I know that there's like this side plot in the comics of Namor and Mr. Fantastic fighting over Sue Storm, which is probably the goofiest and stupidest storyline that I've ever heard of in a Marvel comic. But not that I think that would happen. Not that I think that will happen, but like it's kind of weird. That's a Namor story. I need to read some more Namor comics, honestly, because I love that character in this movie, and the origin of how he got the name Namor was really good. Like it means the kid without love. What, the kid without love, or yeah, it means the kid without love, and I actually loved that so much. I love that origin. I've seen a lot of people really liking that origin, but I loved it. Like the origin to his name, it's really good. Are we getting? We're only getting 3 Marvel movies next year, right? We got Ant-Man, we got Guardians, and we got Captain Marvel 2. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because Blade got delayed, so bummer. Blade got delayed. All right, I think we're gonna start to wrap things up in about 10 minutes. We'll start to wrap things up. But yeah, I mean, I just really want to know what you guys think of this movie because I've shared my thoughts, and all I can say is that I'll start to wrap things up on my thoughts on the movie. So like, I thought that it was a amazing tribute to Chadwick Boseman. I thought it was a beautiful and just amazing movie in general. It had some of the best acting in the MCU that we've seen. It had some of my favorite MCU moments in it. It has one of my favorite top 5, top 10 MCU villain in it. Um, I love every single character in this movie. There's not a single character that I'm like, oh, we could have done without them. Like, I love every single character in this movie. I love Shuri's arc. I love everybody's character arc in this movie. Ironheart is amazing. Like, Ironheart was a great character. She was really fun. And this movie did what it was supposed to do with Ironheart, and that was get me excited for the show. So I'm more excited for Ironheart than I was a week ago. So that's a good thing. And yeah, I mean, we should be getting Ironheart around like a year, in about like a year from now, I think. Isn't it like fall 2023 or something? I'm not sure, but I really hope that we see. I really do think that it could be possible that we see Shuri in Ironheart. Especially because they said in the movie that they're going to be keeping her suit that she made. Who knows? Maybe she'll go back to Wakanda and get that suit. Maybe there's like this part in the movie where like everything gets taken from her, like all her suits and stuff get taken, and then she remembers that she has this one suit in Wakanda that she can go and take, and then we go to Wakanda and we see Shuri and stuff. Like, cause I thought that Shuri and Riri Williams had a great like dynamic sort of together. It was really because they're both like some of like the smartest people in the Marvel universe. So it was really cool to see. And I'm hoping that next Comic-Con or something that they announce a Namor project because I did not expect to love Namor as much as I did in this movie. Like, I knew he was going to be a pretty good character, but I didn't think I was going to love him this much. Like, yeah, honestly, he's a very good character. I'm very, like, excited to see these characters return. Like, especially because Kevin Feige came out and said, like, he came out and said that him and Ryan Coogler are already discussing a third one, which basically confirms that Ryan Coogler will be back to direct another Black Panther movie. Because that basically what Kevin Feige said confirms two things: that they plan on making another Black Panther movie, and that they would plan on Ryan Coogler directing it, which is good. And Kevin Feige said that it all depends on how well this movie does to get a Namor project, which I don't know what he means, like money wise, or I don't know what he means. Probably money. Which this movie's doing. I mean, Black Panther's doing pretty well at the box office right now, so I have high hopes that we will get a Namor project. I think that Namor would be a great. Like I thought, like the little wings on his feet too were cool. But oh my god, was that fun? That final battle was so brutal. Like for Namor, it was so brutal. It's actually like crazy. Where they like burnt his back. Shuri ripped one of his wings off of his ankle. Oh, like yeah. Now that like we know like they knew the weakness of him and stuff. Like I'm not gonna lie though, I liked Ironheart's first suit better than the second one though. The first suit I just found to be better. I wish we got more of it because the second suit is okay. It's okay. I mean, I would have liked to see that suit show up in the Disney Plus series and just have like the first suit. But, you know, there's nothing you can do. I don't really care about that anymore. I prefer the first suit a lot more, like the one that was in the car garage and stuff. But yeah. I love this movie a lot. I can't wait to see. I think I'm seeing it next Friday, so I'm very very excited for that. Um, yeah. Okay, we got 10 minutes left on the stream. 10 minutes left, guys. Um, you know what? Since I'm basically done, I'll spend like 3 more minutes talking about and wrapping up on my Black Panther review, and then I got like 3 updates for you guys for the channel. So yeah, I always got one of those in the stream. So, but yeah, like overall, this film is really good. It's definitely a top 10 MCU film. I'm still trying to debate if it's the best comic book movie of the year and if it's better than Black Panther. I'll probably be making a video on both of that once I decide if it's better than Black Panther, if it's the best comic book movie, because there's really no debate on what the best comic book movie is of the year. But before this movie came out, but now that the movie's out, it's between Wakanda Forever and the Batman. But I mean, yeah. Anyway, I mean, like I loved all the characters. All the character developments and the character arcs and stuff were really good. Namor, I can't get over how much he's a 10 out of 10 villain. He was great. I love Talokan. That scene where Shuri was being taken through like Talokan by Namor was amazing. That's like one of my favorite soundtrack like music pieces of the movie is when they're showing that. Like yeah. This film overall probably gets about a 9.5 out of 10 from me because this film is just really really good, and I loved it. But you guys will probably know within the next week if I think it's the best comic book movie of the year and if it's better than Black Panther 1, because I rewatched Black Panther 1 like a week ago, like cuz I was doing it in preparation for this film, and it's really good. Still like one of my top 10, like probably my number 6, my 6th or even 5th favorite MCU film. Not sure, but yeah. Because I know I had a video come out on the channel a while ago about my 5 favorite MCU movies. I think that's changed now, but yeah. Alright, I think I'm gonna start doing the updates and stuff now, but overall, Black Panther Wakanda Forever gets a 9.5 out of 10 from me, and I am very excited to see all the characters return again. I'm just excited to see more. I'm excited to see all the characters. I'm excited to see Namor. I overall loved the film a lot, more than I thought I would, honestly. And yeah, it also was one of the best endings to a Marvel movie ever, in my opinion. It has like a top 3, top 5 best ending to a Marvel movie. And it definitely has the most emotional ending to a Marvel movie. Minus like Endgame, Infinity War, and No Way Home. But like, it's definitely top 5 best ending to an MCU film. And top 5 most emotional. But yeah, 9.5 out of 10 movie, and I can't wait to see it again in the future. But yeah, so now I'm gonna be giving you guys one small update right now. So this is not even Marvel related, but so Superman and Lois, you guys know I review that show on my channel, and you know that a week ago today, I I finished the show. I finished season 1, which that season finale made me cry a lot, and I went live for that. And this will also lead into my other announcement, but if you guys didn't tell, today I did not do a review for Superman Lois Season 2, Episode 1, because I wanted to take a little bit of a breather on that and not start it immediately the week after. I'm going to be starting that next week, so next Saturday is when I'll be reviewing Episode 1 of Season 2. And on that live stream that I did for the Superman Lois finale, I also mentioned that not on my YouTube channel, but on my TikTok, that if you guys are not following, you should go follow, because I'm just reposting the same videos on there. It's just still good to go on there and follow for exclusive content like this that I'm about to announce, because starting in December, I'm going to be doing an advent calendar. It's going to be hold on, I'll show you guys. Hold on. You can see. I'll just get it so you guys can actually see it. Alright, so, like, In the month of December, since YouTube doesn't let me go over 1 minute with my YouTube shorts, I'm going to be doing this on my TikTok, and I'm going to be opening one piece of this advent calendar, this Marvel Funko Pop advent calendar, every day for 24 days up until Christmas Eve, so I can make like longer than 1 minute videos and stuff. So I'll be opening each one of these every single day in the month of December, but it will only be on my TikTok. So you guys should go follow that if you aren't already. I mean, I doubt anybody in the stream is because I only got like 40 followers on there, but like I will be doing that starting in December. I'm very excited to start that. I haven't done an advent calendar in so long, and I love collecting Funko Pops, so this is like my first Funko Pop advent calendar, and I'm really excited for it. Next year, I think I'm going to do the Star Wars Funko Pop advent calendar, so I'm going to try to make it a yearly thing that I do. But yeah, that was like the big announcement that I had for you guys, and yeah, I mean, overall, this was a really good stream. I hope you guys are excited for all the stuff coming, because I'm definitely excited to start that advent calendar. I think that's going to be really fun. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, so, because, the only advent calendars I've ever done are the, crappy ones with, the bad candy, the bad, melted chocolate in it and stuff. It's not good, but, yeah. Overall, this was a great stream. I really liked hearing you guys' thoughts on the film, and I hope you enjoyed hearing me talk about the film, because I loved this movie, and it's definitely the best Marvel project of the year by far. Especially I'm glad that Marvel kind of ended the year on a high note, because coming off of She-Hulk, I wasn't really feeling like Marvel was ending the year on a high note. But yeah, I mean, now that we got Black Panther, we just got the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special left now, which that should be good, because I believe it's been confirmed it's only going to be about 40 minutes, which is okay. I mean, I'm not really expecting it to be over an hour or anything, but yeah, it doesn't really affect me that much, but yeah. Very excited for that. Very excited for the rest of the Marvel movies, because I believe the next Marvel movie that I'll be posting a review for is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And when I saw that IMAX, because I saw Black Panther in IMAX on Thursday, and when I saw that trailer, oh my god, that trailer in IMAX is so good. Just some of the shots of that, oh my god, it's so good. I can't wait for that movie. But I'm very excited for Guardians 3. That one is going to be a lot of fun. That is going to be a really fun movie. Guardians 3, but it's going to be very sad. I mean, I kind of hope Guardians 3 is around the same time Black Panther is, runtime, or longer. Or no, or just 10 minutes shorter. But yeah, overall, great movie. I can't wait to talk more about it on the channel, because I believe I have a post-credit scene video coming on the channel. I didn't talk about the post-credit scene that much, but really emotional and really good one. I love the introduction to Prince T'Challa, because that's actually a really smart way to actually continue his legacy and stuff. But yeah, overall, great stream, great movie. I can't wait for this movie to be out on Disney Plus so I can rewatch it whenever I want, because I will definitely be doing that, because it's such a good movie. And if you guys haven't seen it and for some reason still in this live stream not going to see it, go see it, because it's really good. You're missing out, because you got some of the best acting in the MCU. You got the best MCU villain in it. No, not the best, but one of the best. Just go see it. It's worth a watch in theaters, especially in IMAX. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for today's stream. I hope you're excited for some of the stuff coming in the future too, like that advent calendar thing, and Superman Lois Season 2 starting next week. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited for that. I know I am excited for both of those, especially Superman Lois. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next video.